This is Bob Anderson, and I'm going to do a video that pertains to today. Today is September 5th, 2022, which means it's Labor Day. So, should you be trading on Labor Day? Absolutely not. Just because, like the prop firm Apex sent out notification today saying you can trade today, doesn't mean you should be foolish enough to trade. So, the question is, why did I trade? Well, I traded because it's simple. After getting my head kicked in a couple times, doing the prop firm, doing the evaluations and, things like that, you learn things. So one of the things I learned is how to count my days. I think I may have told you in one of my original videos that I signed up for a it was a $25,000 account. I misspoke and said it was a 50 at the time. It was a $25,000 account with $1,500 profit requirement. I hit the $1,500 in 6 days, and I was like, "Where's my funding?" And I didn't pay attention to the fact that there's a rule. A rule is you need to have 10 active trading days. Not 10 days that the market's open, but 10 days that you traded to get your money. I mean, to get your funded account and meet the $1,500 limit. So, I started sitting there thinking about it going, wait a second, they want me to trade? I'm not going to trade. I just dink, 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 dink. So the next 4 days, I just dicked and dunked, in and out, in and out, in and out. Didn't care if I lost a tick, made a tick, didn't matter. Just get me out and make the day count. Get to day 10, wake up the next morning, I got an email saying, "Hey, you're a superstar, you passed." I'm not a superstar if all I did was dick and dunk to get to 10 days, but hey, that was one of the rules. Now, why is it a rule? Well, they know the more you trade, the more likely you're going to blow up your account. If you're already past the number, let's keep forcing you to trade. There are some prop firms out there that make you trade for 30 days. 30 active days. So anyways, again, Bob, why did you trade today? You're already funded. Well, because I'm going through the phases of getting funded. And to do that, I read through the rules, and it says that for me to get my first funding, which is $2,000, I have to trade for 25 active trading days. 25 active trading days. So what does that mean? That, 10, 15, 25. What does that mean? That means that if they send me a notification on Labor Day and say that today is a trading day, that if you partake, it's an okay trading day. It doesn't break the rules. I came in here, sat down, looked at my overnight open, it came down, touched it, I took a long off, it got 3 ticks, shut the trade down. The trade actually went up for like 7-8 points. Doesn't matter, I got my 3 ticks, I'm done, I'm out, that's it. That's it. Because I'm trying to get to 25 days. I already know I've got the funding. I just got to get to 25 days so I can get my $2,000. Once I get my $2,000, this whole process can at least be known as a somewhat of a success. Now, the true success is when I get funded the next month, and then I go to truly funded where I'm calling my own shots, how many times I trade, when I get funded, that kind of stuff. But I got to get there. And so you got to read the rules, take advantage of the rules. Don't let the rule itself be the reason that you blow up your account. Don't fall for the trap. So the more trading days, that's falling for the trap. It's just like me when I was going through the evaluations. It's like, okay, I need to make X dollars a day. I'd hit X dollars a day, but I'm done. It's not about sitting here and showing who can make more money per day. It's not what it's about. It's about getting through the test. That's what it's all about. It's about getting through the test. It's about getting through the funded test. Even in the funded section, I'm still being tested. I've got to get through the tests. It's not about, gee, Bob, why did you not make $4,000 today when you traded? Well, because I could have blown up my account too. And I'm not here to do that. I'm here to get through the tests. I'm here to get through the funded process. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about some of these rules, and I'm going to talk about some of the obscurity of some of these rules, in my opinion. But more importantly, I'm going to talk about the fact that you need to be aware of what the rules really are, and do they fit your trading style, your trading personality, or whatnot before you pick a prop firm. I'm going to give you one perfect example. Some have max drawdowns. Okay, I just skipped a whole bunch here, but some have max drawdowns. And so like on a $50,000 account, some of these prop firms say, oh, you can never lose $1,200 in a day. Well, if you lose $1,200 in a day, you didn't blow up your account. Let's just say you're at $53,000, you can lose $1,200, you're at $51,800. You mean now all of a sudden I lost my account? Let's make it even more obscure. Let's say 3 months from now, I'm at $60,000. I've already taken out my first 10 grand, all that kind of stuff, and I have a $1,200 loss day. I lost my account? I lost my account? Keep this in mind. A $50,000 account, for example, at Apex is 10 contracts. So let's just, if you're doing that to utilize 10 contracts, it doesn't take much of a swing in oil or the ES or something like that. If you got 10 contracts out there to take a $1,200 hit, it does not take much. It does not take much at all. So if you're going to have a trailer, if you're going to have a drawdown process rule against you, that is the moment you hit $1,200, you lose your account. That's a lot of stress. I mean, not that anybody ever wants to lose $1,200, but you sure don't want to be sitting at $60,000, lose $1,200, you lose your account. When even after the $1,200, you're $8,800 ahead. I wouldn't want to do that. So keep this in mind. Every time you lose your account, every time you lose your evaluation, every time it's a reset, it's another account, it's a whatever. These prop firms get paid by you. They don't pay you. Let's think about some of these rules. Are they really there to make you a more disciplined trader, or are they there to trip you up? And I do think that there are some prop firms out there, having looked through some of their rules, that they're more there to trip you up. Not going to name any names, Top Step Trader, but they're not there to help you get funded. They're there to trip you up, get more of your money. So anyways, here's some of the top rules. Days required to trade, as we talked about at Apex Trader Funding, it's 10 days. No matter what account you have, you've got to trade for 10 days. Now, I don't know about all the funding side, but I do know on the $50,000 account, you have to, and same thing with the $25,000 and the $75,000 account. You have to trade for 25 more days in your funded account and reach certain dollar amounts so that you can liquidate $2,000 in the case of $50,000 account, $2,250 in the $75,000 account. I'm not sure for the $25,000 account, probably $1,750, something like that. Anyways, so they're forcing you to take trades. They're forcing you to be active in the market, even though you may have a strategy that your trade only sets up, once every 2 days or whatever. They're forcing you to be in the market. Again, the more you're in the market, the more likelihood you're going to blow up your account. That's just the way things are. That's the way this thing works. That's the way futures trading works. That's the way all trading works. The more you're in the market, the more you're going to lose your account. Trailing stops, again, like at Apex, they have a high water trailer, which can be a real pain in the ass, because I had to eliminate a lot of my trades to even get through the trading test. at Apex because, you know, I can't take a swing trade because if it swings up and then it comes back down, the trailer goes off the high water. So let me use a perfect example. If my account's at 51,000, I enter a trade and my account rolls up to 52,000, but I haven't closed out the trade. I got my stop loss at even, for example, because I'm trying to get a swing trade, an actual swing trade. And the dang thing rolls down and knocks me out at 51,000. You know, a trader is going to say, well, I didn't lose any money. No, your trailing stop is now up $1,000 more towards you because it goes off your high balance, not off of your current closed balance. So you got to watch out for that. That can trip you up, as it has tripped me up. Max drawdown, that's the one where I talked about if you're in one of these prop firms and they've got let's say a max drawdown of $1,200, but it's a 10 contract account. How the hell are you supposed to trade a 10 contract account when you're up and running and funded and live and how are you supposed to trade 10 contracts if you can't have a potential of a $1,200 loss trade? How could you possibly do that? Nobody could trade 10 contracts and not have a potential $1,200 loss and risk your whole freaking account, your balance, everything that's in there. Oh my God. No trading during news. Oh shoot. I'm laughing because I know somebody who lost their account. This is a long-time trader with Top Step Trader. I wish I could just strangle the guy and say, don't do that. Just go to Apex or some of these others. You know, some people get in ruts and they just stay that way. Well, anyways, he's been with them for a long, long time. Never had any problems. I mean, he's had multiple problems with them, but he's never had this one problem that all of a sudden now became a huge problem. And that was he was trading oil on FOMC day, which was like 2 weeks ago or so was FOMC day. Now, I traded just a tad bit in that morning to get it to count, and then I closed everything out because I'm trading equities. And equities are something you truly do not want to be in as a trader during the FOMC day. But oil, not so much. That's a total different market. Well, long story short, Top Step Trader took his account away because he was trading during oil. I mean, during FOMC, he was trading oil. And he's like, what are you talking about? I've been trading with you guys for years. And they're like, oh, well, that's a new rule. That's a new rule. And his argument to them was, yeah, but oil's not impacted by FOMC, which he is correct. Currencies can be, but definitely equities can be. I don't know the resolution so far to that, but I feel bad for the guy because he has been a loyal Top Step Trader for years. Anyways, and then like for example, some prop firms don't allow for scaling into trades. Well, again, does this rule follow you all the way through? If the answer is yes, if I can't scale into a trade, then that's not going to work for me because like I've talked about before, in some of my previous videos, I have a trading strategy when it rolls up and pulls back to my gold line, I like to step in a little bit there. I call that dipping my toe. I like to step in there, and then when my candles are broke above that area, I like to add more contracts in. Well, that's technically scaling in. Now, I think some of these prop firms don't like you quote unquote scaling in because you're really, if you come off this point and you're running that money up and then it gives you more comfort. I know it does me to throw more contracts into the trade because I've already got profit in this trade. So when I throw more contracts in, now I'm really working with more money without the risk. Because I grab my stop loss and I move it right to the new set of break even, and bam. I don't think they like that because, again, that would help you pass your tests. That would make it easier instead of having to earn your way to their levels trade by trade. How arduous can that be? So anyways, let me point something out. Even during my evaluations with the 10 days at Apex Trader Funding, I don't know which days, because I lose, once I pass the test, I lose my data. And I didn't write it down. It's on my, they have a chart where they keep track of stuff for you. But I know for a fact that even on the days that I said, oh, it took me 12 days to pass my test, first time I ever took my $50,000 test, it took me 12 trading days. But I know for a fact somewhere in there I did one of those in and outs because I had a meeting and I couldn't trade that day, or I couldn't at least put my focus into it. But I never let a day go by that we're in a counting phase that I didn't take a trade so that it counted. Because the one thing I can't do is ever get the trading day back. So if there's a twofold thing, profit and trading days, don't let the trading day go by. Because you may get the profit in the next day. But if you didn't get the trading day to count, the one before, you're still going to have to trade. You're losing days. Okay? I don't know if I'm making sense. But anyways, that's why on Labor Day, September 5th, I took a three tick profit trade. No big deal. But I needed the day to count because I needed to get to my 25 days of active trading to get funded. Now, that may seem really freaking ludicrous, and actually, in my opinion, it is, but there's a reason. If it only takes you 10 days to get $3,000, why should you have to trade 25 days to get $2,000? Well, again, it goes back to the fact that they want you to trade. The more times you step into that arena and swing for the bleachers, especially on a day like today, the more chance you have to lose your account. And the prop trading firms know that. So it's only those that can outthink the rules and outwork the system that come out the other side. Anyways, so that's my 10 cents of input. I hope that we have a good trading week this week. I hope the fact that today was Labor Day and kind of deadens the market, at the beginning of the week, that it doesn't affect the rest of the week. Again, I'm working towards my 25 days. I think I said I might hit that number by like September 18th. I don't know, whenever, sometime, because So my goal is to get $2,000 by the end of this month out of my account. And then next month, the rule goes to 10 days. So once you get past your first funding, the rule goes to 10 days. You got to trade at least 10 active days to get your next $2,000. And then it's 10 active days again to get your next $2,000. And then after that, there is no rule and there is no max. So anyways, hopefully I'll be showing you guys that part of my journey also. We'll see. Everybody have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.